Okay, we're sitting in the base medrash of the Or Hachaim Hakadosh, whose base medrash is right here. Tonight is his yard site, and thousands are going to come and make l'chaims in honor of the great sage Rabbi Chaim ben Attar, lived 1696 to 1743. Rabbi Chaim ben Attar, the Or Hachaim Hakadosh, the Chida writes about him, he is more of an angel than men. He broke all of his bonds with physicality, and he would daven and learn in this base medrash. He wrote his commentary that's so special as Pardes, Pshat, Remez, Drash, and Soda, amazing Jewish philosophy. We learn it in our Chabura every morning. Fantastic. And he comes here, the end of his life, he goes to the Aron, and he opens up the Ark in Kol Nidre, and he says, wow, I've never felt such enlightenment, never felt like the Garden of Eden had opened up. Two stories for you today in honor of the holy Or Hachaim Hakadosh of Hachaim ben Attar. The first is the custom of putting notes in the Kotel is first mentioned in connected to Hachaim ben Attar. There was a poor man, this is recounted in the book Journeys to Jerusalem by I think Moshe Goldman, and he recounts how some poor man needed a salvation, didn't have any money, goes to Rav Chaim ben Attar and he writes him an amulet. He says, put him into the kotel stones. He puts it into the kotel stones, it flows away. So he writes a new letter. In this letter he says, please bring mercy down to your servant in honor, your servant Chaim ben Attar. So with mercy and humility, he shows us the way of davening at the kotel. One last story, super practical for working men like you and me. So the Or Hachaim was a goldsmith. He didn't want to make money off of his Torah study, even though he was a genius Kabbalistic scholar, but he wanted to work, so he worked as a goldsmith, and he was very, very talented. In Morocco, he worked for a non-Jewish man, and he was so talented that the king wanted to make jewelry for his daughter's wedding, comes to this goldsmith, but the thing is that the Or Hachaim would not come into work every day. He only came in when he needed money. When he made enough money, he would go learn Torah. So that day, he didn't come in. And the king was very upset. He was going to kill the head goldsmith, but of course he said, it wasn't me, it was a Jew. It was Rav Chaim ben Attar. So they grab him, they schlep him through town, but before he had schlepped him through town, Rav Chaim took his talis and tefillin, and everyone said, no, Rabbi, what's going to happen? He said, don't worry, trust in Hashem. They take him and say, this is what's going to happen to the king. They throw him into the lions, and that's the end of Rav Chaim ben Attar, right? A few days later, they come back, he's in his talis, wearing his tefillin, learning Tehillim, and all the lions are singing Tehillim with him, humbly respecting holy Or Hachaim Hakadosh, who taught us there's a time for Torah, there's a time for work. And Hashem bless us in the schus of the Or Hachaim Hakadosh, that we should have all of our tefillos answered, and you should come here to this beautiful base medrash here in the old city, and daven and learn, and come to his kever and Har Hazeisim, and Hashem should bring us only salvations in the schus of Chaim ben Attar. And this is the personal mikvah that the Or Hachaim Hakadosh talks about. You can see he would dip in here. He's very, very makbid to be always holy, go to the mikvah, and go right up to the Beis Knesses, where he would daven and where people are learning the holy Sfarim of the Or Hachaim Hakadosh 24/7 to this very day. And that is where the Or Hachaim is said to have learned with Eliyahu Hanavi. That's the holy ark that the holy Or Hachaim davened by, and that's the entranceway to the shul from the mikvah to the shul that he so humbly entered into. May Hakadosh Baruch Hu hear all of our tefillos along with all of Am Yisrael. And this is the beautiful room. That's my friend Shalom. The holy Sfarim of the Or Hachaim Hakadosh. All right, I'll share with you one more insight. This week's Parsha, I learned that there are 7 weeks between Pesach and Shavuos, and each one, the Or Hachaim Hakadosh, corresponds to a different one of the Avos, the 7 Tzaddikim. So we can have that in mind during Shiras HaOmer. That's your Chiddush of the week. Gewalt, as we head into the courtyard here at the Or Hachaim Shul with Shalom, showing you all of the candles and the food that all are welcome to daven and say brachas in honor of the holy yahrzeit with the Gabbai Nisim, who's setting it up for all of Am Yisrael.